6:31 for you this morning.
Yeah, almost a complete eclipse there.
Yeah. Still an isolated sprinkle here and there off the lake. Otherwise, again, just cool and breezy, pretty much the word of the day. Let's check in on traffic right now. Here's Lauren Hall.
All right, thanks so much, Todd. We're starting in Grand Island. Expect a calm commute, though, if you are leaving in the next few minutes. I'll be back for the morning rush, and we'll check on things in the South Towns for you. Back to you.
From the drawing board to the work site, the plans are set and crews are ready to go to make this vision of the Oshai Children's Hospital in Buffalo a reality.
Today is the big groundbreaking for this $270 million project.
The new hospital will replace the current Women and Children's Hospital in Buffalo. This will all come to life on Ellicott and High Streets. That's where News 4's Brittany Smallwood joins us live. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning, Teresa and Jordan. This morning we are joined by Allegra Jaro. She is the president of Women and Children's Hospital. She's been with us all morning. Thank you for waking up with us.
Thanks for having me.
So Allegra, this building will cost $270 million.
Will enable the collaboration of all of our practitioners. What's really exciting for mothers is we essentially are building a hospital within a hospital for women. If you're in our outpatient facility, you'll be able to cross right into our labor and delivery unit, right into our high-risk unit should you need to stay longer, and it's right next to our ORs, located right across the bridge from Buffalo General, so all of the adult subspecialists will be right there for our patients, so it's exciting.
It is very exciting, and everything will be well connected. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and standing out here because we know it's a little chilly. And the groundbreaking begins at 10 o'clock this morning. That tent, you see it, it's set up behind me. It's a big day for Kaleida Health and the community. Reporting live in Buffalo, Brittany Smallwood, News 4.
These 3 Afghan soldiers are hoping they'll be released from a Batavia detention center today. They were caught trying to cross into Canada last month. News 4's Nalina Shapiro joins me now. Nalina, what is happening at the detention center today?
Well, there is a bail hearing today, Teresa. The 3 Afghan soldiers are being held without bond right now. Their lawyer is fighting to help get them released. The 3 Afghan soldiers are facing immigration violations. They were caught on the Rainbow Bridge while trying to find a new life in Canada. To roam in their free time from this program, they had no access to weapons in the program. Reporting live, Nalina Shapiro, News 4 Wake Up.
All right, Nalina, 6:36. A Lockport police officer has pleaded not guilty to charges that he was drunk when he hit a parked car over the weekend. Lieutenant Adam Piedmont's also accused of being on a cell phone when this all happened. No one was hurt in Sunday's crash. Sheriff's deputies have charged him with DWI.
He is a police officer, and so he is familiar with having arrested people for those kinds of charges. But we're going to let the system take its course, and we'll proceed accordingly.
Piedmont's due back in court at the end of the month.
This morning, volunteers can help the cats of Tonawanda Island without breaking the law. North Tonawanda City Law now favors Danielle Coogan and her Operation Island Cats project. Coogan and other volunteers trap the cats, then give them medical care, spaying and neutering them, and then releasing them. That violated a city ordinance until now. Last night, the Common Council voted to make Coogan's operation legal.
I couldn't be happier that the city realized that this was a real problem and that TNVR is the humane and right way to deal with this problem.
Coogan says with the law on their side, her volunteers can round up all the cats on Tonawanda Island in just one day. The Buffalo Public School Board will discuss two key issues at its meeting today. One is a new training policy to help teachers keep students from wandering from class. This has been a concern since a 5-year-old left school, 82, last month. The board will also look at a program to give free condoms to high schoolers. That one's been pretty controversial. Buffalo has the highest rates of teen pregnancy in Erie County. We'll let you know what the board decides tonight at 10 and 11.
And tonight is the official start of the NHL season. We're just one day away from seeing our Buffalo Sabres on the ice. The team's helping you get ready for the season in style. The Sabres season kickoff luncheon is today at noon at the First Niagara Center Lexus Club. Anybody who got a ticket will have the chance to dine with players, coaches, and alumni. All the proceeds benefit the Buffalo Sabres Foundation. Now, make sure you're with us tomorrow morning on News 4 Wake Up. We're going to be live at the First Niagara Center previewing the season opener. From new captains to the team's youth movement, we'll have you covered, all things Sabres.
Counting calories, we know, can be challenging, but there's a new invention that could make it a lot easier. We'll show you how a smart cup can be your biggest ally in the diet fight.
A romantic dinner can be a great way for couples to spend the evening, but what's on the plate may determine if your love lasts. See how your food can help you happily ever after.
Plus, an exodus of baby boomers. The data is out, and it shows more and more people are leaving New York. Find out why so many choose to spend retirement somewhere else.
And we're keeping tabs this morning on both the lunar eclipse and the areas where you can't see it, because we're dealing with some late clouds as well as some isolated showers. This shot coming in from West Seneca, where there are some nice breaks in the cloud cover. Neil sending in this shot. Appreciate that, and we'll certainly give you an update on where the rain is headed coming up next.
And at 6:45, your morning rush, nonstop commercial-free traffic, news, weather together. We're live in New York City in just a few.
Who needs to measure ingredients when your cup can do it for you? Counting calories, it does that too. We're talking about something called the Vessel, a smart cup that digitally displays information of anything that goes into it. Small sensors inside analyze the molecules to ID what they are. It then sends that data to your phone to track what you're drinking. The product will be released next year. For now, you can pre-order it online.
Staying active and healthy may help your love life. Doctors say it comes down to three things. First, follow a Mediterranean diet to allow for better blood circulation. That includes lots of vegetables. Also, second, exercise at least 5 days a week. That can prolong your love life. And third, use these steps to avoid developing chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Your morning rush next. 15 minutes of nonstop commercial-free news, traffic, and weather together for you. Stay with us. It's 6:45, and this is your morning rush. Nonstop commercial-free news, traffic, and weather together. Here's Todd.
Hey there, Jordan. Want to show one more shot of the lunar eclipse showers early next week. Time now to take a look at traffic. Here's Lauren.
All right, thanks, Todd. Things are beginning to pick up on the thruway for a look at the trip downtown from the north towns.
I'm Steve Vesey, live here at the Conrad in Manhattan, where later on this morning, NFL owners will vote to approve Terry and Kim Pegula as the next owners of the Buffalo Bills. Here's how it all will play out today, step by step in this process. The owners will discuss the day here on News 4. Live in Manhattan, Steve Vesey, News 4 Sports.
The NFL is now investigating the laser pointer claims from the game on Sunday. Bills players say someone in the stands shined the pointer at them during the game. Kicker Dan Carpenter complained to referees after he missed a field goal. The league spokesperson says the NFL is looking into it. If you buy tuna at Wegmans, listen up. Bumblebee Foods is recalling 2.5-ounce and 5-ounce pouches of Bumblebee premium albacore tuna in water. Company officials say there's a defect in the pouch seal that could lead to contamination. You would have purchased the tuna at Wegmans between April and October. We have more information on our website.
An Erie County bookkeeper will find out her punishment today for stealing almost $2 million from the doctor that she worked for. Suzanne Glowatz admitted to stealing the money over 7 years. She's facing 25 years in prison. Two men convicted of kidnapping and beating a drug addict in Buffalo are supposed to be sentenced today. Prosecutors said that Wesley Woods and Stephen Dawson beat and tortured the man for 17 hours. They both face 25 years to life behind bars.
A child is recovering this morning after a car hit her in Kenmore. It happened late last night on Delaware Avenue. Police say the driver was turning and never saw the girl. She was conscious and talking to first responders when they got there. Police say the driver will not face charges. The NTSB is releasing new details about the deadly mid-air collision in Lancaster. According to the report, the two planes were flying on the same course when they hit each other. Now, both pilots changed altitude at the same time. And as you see in this animation here, the larger plane essentially landed on the back of the smaller one, bringing both of them down.
A Lewiston man accused of torturing and kidnapping a woman could enter a plea as early as today. Ivor Phelan faced a judge last night for the first time. Other women have since come forward claiming that Phelan abused them as well. His case is now moving to Niagara County Court. Barry Hollis has pleaded guilty to abusing an 8-year-old girl at Fantasy Island during the summer. A second girl has also come forward saying Hollis raped her last summer at Woodlawn Beach. Hollis faces up to 14 years in prison. The actor who played a reverend and father on the TV show Seventh Heaven is now at the center of a child molestation investigation. Divorce documents say that the wife of Stephen Collins says that he admitted to her that he molested 3 underage girls more than a decade ago. Collins' attorney responding in court documents saying the allegations are an attempt to extort Collins.
We're learning more about a small piece of land at the center of controversy in Lackawanna. The Second Baptist Church felt undercut by a Yemeni group that is buying the land. The church tried to purchase the land 10 years ago, but the deal fell through. The Yemeni group is buying it now for $3,000, even though it's valued at $30,000. There are some helpful new signs, like this one, around the Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus. Workers have placed 44 of these signs throughout the campus. There are also new information kiosks and maps going up to help direct patients and visitors. One of Western New York's last drive-in theaters may have a new addition in the future. At least there's a possibility for it. The owners of the Transit Drive-In in Lockport purchased 8 acres of land right next to the theater. Now, they say they don't have plans to expand right now, but that could change.
A new report shows baby boomers plan to leave Western New York once they retire. Nearly a quarter of new retirees say they're going to move out of Erie County after they call it a career. The AARP report also says that more baby boomers have left New York than any other state. It is not just a loss in population. Retirees are taking their wealth with them. That means obviously less taxes collected, right? But officials say those taxes are part of why many are leaving.
But there's a multitude of factors that we know, at least based on the questions that we asked, Al, that are driving them out of state. High property taxes, high utility rates.
Now, you can get a better look at the numbers on WIVB.com.
A high school diploma is supposed to be a sign that a student is ready for college, but there are some new figures showing most students need more skills to move ahead with their education. As you see from the study here, 60% of New York high school students are not ready for college-level work.
And so some schools are now test optional, I think, to accommodate students like that, so that the SAT or the ACT is not, they're trying to say that it's not the be-all and the end-all.
The College Board says students who score a 1550 out of a perfect score have a 65% chance of getting a B- or higher grade point average in their first year of college. Some people say that just because someone is a good student may not mean they're good at taking tests.
True. An American Ebola patient in the U.S. remains in critical condition right now. Doctors hoping experimental drugs can help turn around this battle for him. Health officials are monitoring about 50 people who had direct or indirect contact with the patient. Tensions are rising in the ongoing protests in Hong Kong. Pro-Beijing demonstrators are entering an area occupied by student protesters, and now the two sides are clashing. The hands-off approach that police have been using since Sunday quickly ended when they sent tear gas into the thousands of protesters. Government officials are scheduled to meet with protesters there soon. The FBI wants your help this morning identifying this masked man, a member of ISIS seen in the latest propaganda video from the terror group. He speaks in both English and Arabic and seems to have a North American accent. The FBI posted the clip online, hoping somebody will recognize his voice and appearance. Investigators in Pennsylvania are examining a new clue in the search for a suspected cop killer. Authorities recovered a letter that they believe fugitive Eric Freen wrote. Investigators found that letter during their manhunt. They say Freen wrote about how he shot 2 troopers on September 12th and escaped.
Minnesota Vikings running back Adrian Peterson is supposed to be in court today. He's been away from the team since he was accused of child abuse. Now, those close to this case expect him to plead not guilty and say he may ask the judge to give him a trial as soon as possible. A Long Island community, people in that community are saying goodbye to a high school football player who died on the field. A police escort led this funeral procession, displaying a football jersey made of flowers with Tom Cutinella's number. The 16-year-old died last week after he collided with another player during a game.
Now, parents and students at another high school in New Jersey outraged this morning. School officials canceling their entire football season because of hazing. The district superintendent saying the players tolerated and accepted harassment and bullying in the locker room. The driving force behind this decision was New Jersey's bullying Bill of Rights.
Twitter executives are suing the FBI and Department of Justice. The social media site wants to be more transparent with users over government surveillance requests. Officials want to publish a full report on any requests they get. Right now, they're not allowed to do that.
The budget battle in Lockport heads into the next round today. The city council will vote on layoffs to civilian departments as it tries to balance the books. The city faces a $4.5 million deficit. Now a final look at traffic. Here's Lauren Hall.
Thanks a lot, Jordan. If you're out there this morning, now here's Todd.
All right, thanks, Lauren. And you know, finding at least a few areas dealing with at least some.
We're rolling on it at 6:25 when it was a full lunar eclipse. So we want to show you some of that because it's really quite beautiful.
Yeah, an awesome shot this morning. 2 more hours of Wake Up coming your way right now over on CW23. Have a great day.